Hello, myself Rohan from Velamal Engineering College. In this session, we are going to create an Android application that uses JSON to scrape the Instagram website. Okay, let's move on to today's session. As we remember from the previous session, we had an overview about JSON, right? And in order to view the source of any website, we have to right click on the website and select the view page source option. This will display the source code of the website, and as we can see here, there is a lot of HTML tags used to create this website, and these tags and attribute of these tags will help us to scrape this entire website for our requirements. In this session, we are going to display the number of posts, the number of followers following of an Instagram user given their Instagram ID. How I'm going to do this? Now let me first inspect the element of this website. You can use a selector and go around to select the text you want to find, or you can use a search. I'm going to use the search. Okay, the search seems easier for me, and yeah, I've located the meta HTML tag right here. I'll zoom it right now. Okay, the meta HTML tag which has the number of followers following and the number of posts, which serves our purpose. Okay, I'm gonna fetch this tag. How I'm gonna do this is using this attribute property and the value OG description. This will help me to fetch the uniquely identify this tag among the lot of tags lying around here. There will be a lot of tags for a single website or a web page. Using the properties, using the attributes of a tag, we can easily locate a tag in the document, this entire document. Okay, I've created an empty Android application. And I want you to add the Gradle implementation of JSON to the app Gradle file. Okay, after adding, the file has to be synced. After the sync is complete, I want you to move to the manifest file. You can see in the top right corner. In the manifest file, we have to add the internet permission. Since our app fetches the data from the internet, we have to add the internet permission to our app. In the case of any other permission such as camera or the GPS location permissions, we have to specify what are the permissions we are going to use in our manifest file. Okay, then in my activity main.xml, I've created a simple UI which has an edit text to get the input of Insta ID, and a button to fetch the data, and a result to display the data we want to display. Okay, and this get website button will trigger the get website function, which is in the main activity.java. right, this is the main activity.java's function get website. Once the button is clicked, the control will go to this function, and on the onCreate function, I have instantiated the object for different widgets I have used in the layout. Okay, in this function, I'm going to create a thread. A thread is basically a piece of code that will be executed separately from the current execution of the program. Right, it won't disturb the current execution. Okay, wait a minute, I'll create a thread and I'll start the thread. This piece of execution will run without run in background without disturbing the execution of other functions right here. Okay, now I'm gonna create a document object which will hold the document, the Instagram document of a particular user, and before that I'll create the necessary objects. Document, we have to select the document of JSON right here. Document, I'm creating empty objects right here now. Elements. Okay, a document can contain many number of elements. Okay, and a string builder to display the string output. String builder to display the output. New string builder. Okay, let it be final. Okay, after this, yeah, I'll require a string which will hold the Instagram ID of a user, right? It will be a string that holds the Insta ID of the user, and the string I need to show, right? To show. Okay, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to fetch the document, I'm going to fetch the document equal to json.connect. I'm going to connect to this Instagram URL. Okay, before connecting I need to fetch the Instagram user ID, right? Insta ID equal to the Insta ID edit text dot get text dot toString. From the edit text in the manifest dot from the activity main.xml, right? I'm getting the string and joining it to the URL, and I'm getting the document. Okay, this shows an unhandled exception right here. This means there may be an exception if the URL doesn't exist at all. Okay, if I gave a wrong URL or a wrong Instagram ID, it may throw an error, and error cannot be handled during the runtime of a program. It's easy to handle exceptions. Okay, now an exception should be handled using the try catch. Exception. Okay, I'm gonna place this right here. Okay, the exception is now handled. Okay, if any exception occurs here, the control flow will go to this part and we can handle it. Okay, after fetching the document, we're gonna fetch the element from the documents. We have a lot of elements. Document dot get elements by attribute value. Yeah, as I told you previously, this is the attribute, the property is the attribute, and OG description is the value of the property. Okay, I'm going to use this property comma OG description. This will locate our element, and after that I'm gonna take the content of this attribute. I'm gonna take the content of the tag. Show equal to elements dot attribute. I'm going to take the content. Okay, I'm going to take the content. I'm going to join it to the string builder. Okay, if any error occurs, I can also add it to the builder. Okay, I'm handling the messages. Okay, after getting the input, I'll need to display the result. Right now I'll display the result in the result text view. Since it is in a thread, I'm gonna display the result in a thread. New runnable, sorry, okay, dot set text builder dot toString. This will be enough, I guess. What I'm doing, I'm getting the document, I'm getting the elements, I'm finding the string to be shown, and I'm showing it right here. Okay, okay, this string may have some excess, right? The things we need are the number of followers following and the post. Now we can see some extra string is also combined with this string. I'm gonna remove that dot substring from 0 to okay. Yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a substring, I mean the part of a string which start from here till this hyphen symbol, right? I'm taking this part, this entire part only, and displaying. Right now let's run the app. Okay, install successful. I'll enter the okay, get the website. Hopefully it will show. Yeah, this shows the number of followers following and the number of posts of a user given the Insta ID. Consider we have a wrong Insta ID, it may show an error, right? This is how we handle this exception right here. Okay, thank you for joining in this session. Stay connected. Goodbye.